What's up, complexity? Tinting my eyebrows. I'll clock in soon. Yes, girl, clock in. Please. Thank you. Damn. Okay, well, whatever. What is up? Hello, Rochelle. What's up, Kanae? You love my hair? Thank you. It used to be here, like bleach blonde, and then I was like, yeah, we're done here. I used to wear extensions and everything, and now we're just like, we don't need them. I'm feeling good. The blowing hair is giving 90s music video love. Oh my God, right? The fan is a paid actress. How are you guys feeling this July? What's up, Ram Rising? Here for funsies. You guys can't hear the music in the background, right? I'm like jamming out to Addison Rae, which is like not my vibe, but I love this song and I don't want to get I don't want to get a copyright hit. Okay. As long as you guys can't hear the music, then we're good. Okay. All right. Hey, Deb. How are you? Hi, Aqua. Hi. Okay, can we hot things? Can we talk about this July? Neptune is retrograde, by the way. Or like I think it's gonna go retrograde in like not a month. It's gonna go retrograde in like an hour. Okay. Don't like it. I hate Neptune retrograde. I feel like some astrologers are like, oh, we're going to even be more deluded. I don't find that to be true. I find that Neptune retrograde makes you like all like the gloves come off. You see everything for exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hate it. It's like when I've smoked weed and it gives me the opposite effect that it gives other people, where it's like every single truth about my entire life and in the current moment and in the past like all comes to a head and I start getting incredibly paranoid. You know what I mean? That's why I cannot touch this stuff. That's what Neptune retrograde reminds me of. Like, oh my God, like like when I would smoke back in the day, like I would smoke and immediately I would be thinking, wow, I'm such a loser. I've done nothing with my life. Oh my God, all of my exes were charity cases. I'm disgusting. I'm so ugly. Like, ugh, that's how Neptune retrograde feels to me. And I don't want to deal with it. You look like Christina Aguilera in the 90s. Ugh, I love her. I just had somebody tell me that the other day. But thank you. She's beautiful, I think. Haven't caught a live in a good hot minute. You know why? Because I'm never live, babe. I'm never live. You know why? I hate going live. I hate going live. So instead, I've just been making like these dark romance thirst traps on my Instagram. That's a Virgo thing, I swear. I think that it is, honestly. I feel like it could be a Gemini thing as well, just because they're both ruled by Mercury. And so, like, Mercury's the mind, right? So I feel like it's I hate it. Like, I need a little bit of Delulu in my life. That's not ever going to work for me. And then we have Saturn going retrograde at the end, right before a full moon in Aquarius. By the way, not stoked about the full moon in Aquarius. Absolutely despise it, actually. I could go without it personally. That looks atrocious. Like I'm sorry. A full moon in Aquarius, okay? Conjunct Pluto retrograde. No thanks. Appreciate it though. Opposing Jupiter, who's now in Leo, conjunct the sun. Jupiter conjunct the sun is good. Opposite Pluto, though, ugh, I don't know about that. Feels like a hard lesson that I, it feels like the universe is getting ready to bend me over the counter and spank my tan ass. You know what I mean? What's up, Birdie? Oh, thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. Jesus help us. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I have been keeping my eye on this month since last year. Okay. That's how gross. I was like, how gross I thought this month was going to be. And I'm going to be honest with you, so far, so bad. Like, it is, this month has been fucking gross. Okay. Literally hate this month already. Have you guys been having like a good month so far? Nicole! Hi, baby. Hold on, I feel like I just missed a comment. Hello? My Virgo rising has been crying for years. I didn't know you were a Virgo rising. Oh my God, no wonder I love you so much. My son in your first house, of course. Always trying to boost you up, honey. Okay, I only wanted to hear one Addison Rae song, not like her entire album, but I really appreciate that. What's going on here? Okay. Hi, Nicole. Shitty month for me. What about everybody else? How's your July been going? Like astrologically, if you pay attention to astrology, or just tell me, even if you don't know your astrology, I want to know how it's been going. You too. This month has been better than the past six for me. Okay, so maybe there's something going on in your personal chart that's like pretty good. This Mercury retrograde is interesting. Like I like Mercury in Cancer, don't get me wrong, but Mercury doesn't belong in a watery sign. It really doesn't. Like, you think about emotions and like sometimes, yes, right, you need to detach, you need to think logically, but Mercury in Cancer, it's like overthinking your heart. You know what I mean? It's just like you're trying to get through all the details, and it's just like I don't feel like Mercury is needed in Cancer. Okay, I don't want to be logical. I'm not interested in being logical. I'm not interested in Neptune going retrograde and taking any little bit of Delulu that I had left and ripping it from me. I'm not interested. In Texas, too hot to want to do anything. Absolutely. I walk outside. I mean, Virginia is really humid. I've never been to Texas, but Virginia is really humid. And so I walk out and my hair just goes, it's disgusting. El Barfo, El Disgusto. My rising is Cancer. Oh, I love Cancer risings. I have my moon in my first house, so it's similar to having a Cancer rising, I would say. I'm a big crier. Like, that's something I think I needed to accept, is that I'm a crier and I'm emotional and I'm a big baby. I'm just a baby. I'm just a big baby. Your moon is in Cancer. Oh my God, I love moon in Cancer. My daughter is a moon in Cancer. I love moon in Cancer. So sweet. My coworker lost her house in a tornado, so I had to cancel. Oh my God. You had to cancel carpal tunnel surgery. Damn. That's probably why my emotions are a literal roller coaster. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like you guys, listen, I really need you guys to get it together. Okay, I really need you guys to make sure you're keeping track of your transits, like so you know what is to come. Or you know what? Maybe you can just not overthink it and not give a shit and just like not care, and and just not obsessively look at them like me, because I'm insane. What's up, bestie? And I hate Mercury retrograde. The same shit always happens during that time for me. I'm sorry, baby. Deb says this month has been better. Oh, wait, I already read that. Sorry. Taurus Sun and Virgo rising, Leo moon. Oh, God, you're a Leo moon. Ugh. Let's just not share that part, baby. You know what I mean? Let's just keep that under wraps. What's up, Kaylin? You're a mess. Me too, baby. It's okay. Jupiter and Leo in my 12th house. I'm about to start levitating. Oh my God, yes. Congrats to anybody who has Jupiter. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Congrats to anybody who has Jupiter in Leo, because you're going to come up on your Jupiter return, which is so exciting. I'm super jealous. Okay. My Jupiter is in Pisces, so it's going to be a while for me, unfortunately. And I don't have any planets in Leo, contrary to popular belief. I'm sure it probably seems like I do, the big hair and the big personality. Your reactions are everything. Thanks. V, get out. I can't. This is unfortunately my stream. And I don't want to be here, but I love you guys, so I am anyway. Aqua Sun, Leo Moon, God complex for me. Well, you know what though? I've been mistaken for a Leo. Leos and Aries or Libras a lot. And it's interesting because my sun, which naturally rules Leo, is at an anaretic degree. It's at 29 degrees, 28, 29 degrees. So it's like when you have a planet like that far, it's almost like you kind of embody, in my opinion and from experience, like the natural sign, or the sign that is naturally ruled by that planet. So for instance, I met somebody that had their Saturn at 29 degrees Gemini, but they were like very Capricornian, in my opinion. Like they were very Capricornian, very responsible, very much about their reputation, you know, in their career, and like kind of like dad vibes, you know. We love that, right? But it's just like something that I notice. I'm spending a ton on gas. Honey, everybody's spending a ton on gas. Okay, everybody. And parking because our trains into Chicago are down. Oh God, Mercury retrograde things. Yeah, like I think the perfect example of Mercury retrograde for me personally was how I accidentally put the same Pisces read on the all signs yesterday. Whoops, sorry about that. Definitely sorry about that. So today we're doing double Pisces readings. Did you say keep track of my trans friends? You're going to jail. You are immediately going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It's so good to have you on live. Yay! Is this Ethel Kane? Gibson girl, honey. You guys can't hear it, right? I probably look insane dancing to no music, but I swear I have Ethel Kane on. Oh, I love her so much. What's up, Mojo? Oh my God, I forgot to make my wish list. God, I really need my assistant back. I need my assistant back so bad. Make sure you guys book your question so you can get 20% off. They awarded me a job transfer and canceled it. Damn. What's up, Pisces love? So what's been going on? Have you guys been like trying to date a little during Venus and Leo? Have you been like showing off a little bit with Venus and Leo? Do you feel like you've felt the Jupiter and Leo transit yet? Venus, the goddess of love and money and beauty, right? She's my ruler. And I ended up basically turning my Instagram page into like a dark romance trope. Like, I don't know how it happened. Like one day I just posted something and then like I just didn't stop. And now my page is like identifiable as a dark romance page. I don't know how I got here. I have no idea, but it is basically just a bunch of really sick thoughts that I have brain dumped onto Instagram. And I'm like, ugh, maybe I should pull it back a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe like, maybe this is a little much, but then I'm like, no, this is authentic to me though. You know what I mean? I don't know what's worse. I'm getting ready to join the priesthood. Well, I guess what I said was a little inappropriate. Are you being serious? Wait, wait, like you're really becoming a priest for real? Is that a serious thing? I can't tell if you're joking. I must ask, if you're becoming a priest, Why are you watching tarot? That's Scorpio Venus. Ugh. My Venus in Scorpio is, I mean, it's me, baby. I'm ruled by Venus. You know what I mean? It really is me. I'm a sick, sick, sick girl. I wouldn't change it for the world. More motion on social media. Love your IG. I have a Scorpio moon, so totally get it. Yeah, if you guys haven't followed me, make sure that you do. It's just my name, Violetta Alexis. Make sure you guys go follow me on there. You may be a little shocked. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm just not. It's a huge part of who I am, so. Okay. I saw a quote that said, dating was more fun when I was stupid. Now I have standards and everybody is irritating. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I wish that, like, I sometimes wish that I didn't have as many relationships as I have, because if there's a problem, baby, I'm looking for it. If there's not a problem, I'm going to try to create it because I subconsciously don't believe that there's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're hiding something. I know something is up. I know you're playing me. I know you're trying to sabotage me. Where is it? Who done it? You know, fucking murder, she wrote. Hades and Persephone. I actually have Persephone conjunct my natal Pluto, and I have Sedna conjunct my ascendant. Exactly. So I asked an astrologer once, she was like, oh my God, your love life is like the story of Hades and Persephone. I said, well, which one am I, Hades or Persephone? She goes, you're both. I was like, oh, wow, okay. But like, it makes sense, you know? True Virgo trait, absolutely. Plus the Venus and Scorpio, please. Virgos are just Scorpios with a clipboard. My boyfriend does that shit. Ugh, I'm sure it's so annoying to the person who's like not doing something wrong. You know what I mean? I'm already reading, baby. I'm already reading you through and through. Oddly enough, to tend to be into everything. I don't consider myself religious, but I grew up Catholic. Yeah, I'm definitely like not. I'm not. Not at all. I would say I'm open, right? Because like who am I to say we don't really know? You know what I mean? We don't really know the truth. I don't care what anybody says. You don't know the truth. You just don't, you know? You know what you feel, I think, at the end of the day. And I say believe in the thing that makes you a better person. Believe in believing in the thing that makes you a better person. So whatever that is, whether it's a fucking character in a fictional book or, you know, God, you know, whatever you want to call it, like go for it, baby. You know, it's your world. They say Scorpios find out all the stuff Virgos obviously find out. I could see that. Oh my God. I'm an ordained minister with the Universal Life Church to be able to marry people into. I need to understand, like, how did you get to that point? Like, were you just like, you know what? I'm doing this. Like, I'm gonna marry people, you know? I don't think I could do it. I would like cry. I don't think I could do it. Hmm. Okay. I probably need to shut this door, but I don't want anyone to see my ass cheeks, so I just have to pull down my shorts. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I grew up Catholic too. I grew up Catholic too, but like I hated it. I'm like, I hated going to church. I absolutely hated it. I was like, can we get out of here? Everybody stinks. Everybody stinks and everyone's old. I want to leave. I want to leave. You're looking stunning just to die for. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I've been working out so freaking hardcore. Have you ever done that? Have you ever like gone through something painful and you're just like, you go in the gym and you're like, I'm gonna destroy myself today. And I'm kind of a masochist, so like it kind of feels good. You know what I mean? I could just feel it ripping right through me like bullets. Feels so good. It hurts so good. Ordained minister takes like 20 minutes online. I did it out of boredom in 2017 with American Marriage Ministries. You know what? I started trying to learn sign language, you know, not out of boredom, but because a male main character in one of my slutty books he knew he knew sign language, and so I was like, oh my god, that's kind of hot, you know, like talk dirty to me in sign language. I'm sorry I'm like this. I am so sorry I'm like this. I really am. I mean, I'm really not, but I feel like that's what I should say just because it's appropriate. I told myself every time I think about my ex, I have to work out. Love that. You know, I don't think that would work for me. I would be ripped in the past. I would be fucking ripped. Oh my god. I would look like one of those book talk boyfriends with the freaking muscles. Shoulders would look like a freaking Ninja Turtle, baby. I think I have OCD because like I obsess over something and like I don't let it go until I find something new to obsess over. I would be fucking ripped, baby. I'm over here struggling. It's gonna be okay. Right. Take the right soundtrack to the gym. You'll become a beast. It's about that mindset, really, and rest and nutrition. Well, you know, with Saturn moving through my 12th house, it's been a little difficult with sleep. My whole life has been very difficult with sleep. So, you know, but I need to listen to music that makes me feel like I'm hot, you know, like sexy, like I'm getting ready to go on stage and with my stage name, you know, and swirl around a chunk of metal. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm like that. Abs of steel. Can you talk dirty in sign language? I would think you'd have to spell it out since I can't do it yet. I don't know that much. I only know like good girl things. Good girl things. You would have She-Hulk arms. What's up, Stormy? Hi, Stormy. Been watching you for a while. Okay, cool. Well, that was great. Thank you for the deleted comment for the second time. Are you okay? Or pole dancing is, you know what? I actually thought about taking pole dancing like fitness just for fun. Like I love that, you know? Like I love being sexy or feeling sexy. Like I want to like, you know, I love that. Look in the mirror. Surely you don't need a soundtrack to feel sexy. Oh, a peanut butter. Laying it on thick. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Stormy? I miss you. How are you? You know what, guys? We just have to get through this month and it's going to be okay. We just have to get through this month. I'm really saying that for myself. Ooh, it's starting to rain. I always take rain as a good omen because I love the rain. Do it, V. I want to do it. No, you know what? Because if I do that, I already know on my Instagram, I'm going to be posting my little dark romance, twirly, shimmy, shimmy videos. I already know. I already know. Pole made me dizzy. Burlesque dancing is fun. Ooh, that would be cute. I want to get some plastic surgery next year. Like, I don't know what I want. Like, I had my gallbladder removed in 2014, which was like awful, and it made my like belly button look weird. And then I had kids and everything else, and I kind of want to get like my stomach tightened and then like maybe like a little here, a little here. Like I'm definitely one of those women who's gonna be like 50 and like sculpted. Like I'm gonna look like I was carved by the gods themselves. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I do not have any shame about it. I have no shame about it, baby. We're getting lifts, we're getting tucks, we're gonna be cute. We're still gonna be baddies. And my best friend's gonna do it with me. I don't care what he says. Maxin' and relaxin'. Love that. You have a whole nother respect for pole dancers. I would love to try it. I mean, I was a dancer back in my early 20s, you know. I did it for a time, and honestly, that was the best shape of my life, bitch. That I was in the wow, like that ass was jiggly, like in the best way. Like I looked just so good. Oh my God. Except I always looked tired because I was constantly around men and I was always drinking. And now obviously I'm 6 years sober, almost 6 years sober in December. But I would love to do it. It's so good. Anyway, so should we do this all signs? Are you guys ready? I feel insecure about something I posted. What? Oh, oh, that's what that was. Okay. Um, I love now as well that I did like I'm doing my little Venus and Scorpio dark romance thing on Instagram because I'm starting to attract like the girls and the guys that love that stuff. And I'm like, yay, my people. I'm so happy. But like, you know what though? I kind of feel like I'm a very sexual person, right? Like I'm very sexual, but I don't like giving it to everybody. And so I feel like I have so much of it inside me, but I also feel like a lot of that is just love filtered through a sexual lens. Did you guys hear that? Oh my God, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? That thunder? Some of these pole dancers are incredible. It always amazes me how they can climb. Dude, it literally takes so much strength to do that. I've been watching you for a while, never said hey, but wanted to, and always love your readings and perspectives and advice. Sorry for the deleted comments. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you guys hear that? Thunder? That's crazy. That was so loud. That was so freaking loud. I do the work 54 and man pretty, although I just hit the gym and ride BMX. Ooh, fun. Like I love like biker guys, but I don't like the loud noise. Oh, honey, you guys didn't hear it? It was so loud. It's so loud. Okay, whatever. Fuck you. Okay. Should we go ahead and do this? Are you guys ready? The universe speaks sometimes, sometimes it screams. Right. As I'm talking about like my sexuality and everything, like what is that supposed to mean? Because I feel like I have a lot of love, and so it just sometimes it like manifests into sexual energy, you know, because I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself because it's not like I'm fucking anyone, you know what I mean? And so I just like put it into content. Like I just find a way to express it in a different way, whether it's like the gym or like I don't even, this is really nobody's business, but I don't even like myself. Like I don't. I don't because I feel like it's a can of worms. And the second that I open it or someone opens it, like it's very hard to close it, you know? And I just try to like filter it through other channels. No, please, more rain talk. Fuck off. You're such an asshole. Yeah, I love the thunder too. Okay, I've spoken enough, honestly. Are you guys ready to do this? All right. Okay, let me go. Hopefully this doesn't give me any issues. All right. Ew. Okay, I know that you guys cannot. Hopefully, you guys cannot hear this music. Oh my God, I love this song. Okay. Bucks in Dallas on Tuesday. They used to have them dancing with flame sticks and doing stunts on pole, even if you're not into strip clubs. It's a show you get to see. That's cool. Okay. This is not what I asked for. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let you guys choose. Whoever answers first wins. What sign would you like to do first? Can't hear it. You're good. Yay. I can just dance here by myself and you guys will have no idea. I'll just look crazy. Gemini. Dang, that was quick. Okay, so we're going to start with Gemini then. Y'all are too slow on the draw. Mojo won. You guys need to have your hand on the keyboard at all times in this live. I don't know why when you guys are gonna get it together. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, Gemini, you're up. Whoops. Whoops, we're not doing that. Okay. And after Gemini, I'm gonna since these people pre-booked, I'm gonna answer the two super chats that are in Hipsy since they pre-booked after Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see your person. We're going to see their energy, their intentions, and their actions towards you for the rest of this week. Keep in mind that the roles can be reversed, so this can essentially be you. You'll just have to take it as it resonates. So let's see their energy towards you. Page of Swords, Death card. Oh, too many. They're watching. They are watching you. The Judgment. Six of Cups, Tower. Something definitely happened that may have been a bit unexpected that may have changed the dynamic, although I don't think it changed their feelings with the Six of Cups there. The Page of Swords is pointing to somebody who's watching you, spying on you. Tarot, it can also be that as well. Maybe they're watching your Instagram, maybe they're watching your Facebook, whatever it is. Maybe they're asking people about you. Nonetheless, there may be some kind of ending here, or there was some kind of ending. But with that Judgment there, they may be attempting to reconcile or make another judgment call after some kind of unexpected change or ending. Why the Death card? The Four of Swords. This person may have felt or may feel like they need to kind of take a break or some kind of separation from you in order to heal or like think more logically about things. Tell me about that Judgment. The Knight of Wands reversed. They're trying to decide on whether or not to take action in all honesty, but it's like they have the urge, but it's like they're not really doing anything about it per se. I'm not saying that they won't. Obviously, we'll have to see their actions, but it's like they're just kind of watching you. What's this person's intention with Gemini? Five of Cups reverse. So either they want to be forgiven, or if you did something, they may want to forgive you. It seems like they're wanting to let go of some kind of disappointment. With the Four of Wands, this is usually when we want to come together with somebody. We want to go out somewhere. We want to have something more stable. We want joy. We want laughter. We want play. We want fun, right? All of those things. So I don't feel like they have bad intentions by any means. Too many. The Seven of Cups reversed. What's the Seven of Cups reversed about? The Queen of Swords. Okay. So this very much reminds me of Neptune going retrograde, right? And Neptune going retrograde can be where the rose-colored glasses come off. This is where shit can get really real. And the Seven of Cups reverse is like a reality check. And the Queen of Swords is, you know, delivering that reality, is communicating that reality. And so it makes me feel like they want to make an active decision to communicate with you, not necessarily from a place of emotional impact, but a place of logic and practicality, if anything, discernment. It seems like this person has something to say. What is that about? The Four of Cups, about either being rejected, rejecting you, some kind of disappointing situation that happened, essentially. So I don't know. I don't feel like this is a bad person or like they have negative intentions. They are kind of watching you. What are they watching Gemini for? The Three of Swords. They're either trying to see if you're heartbroken, if you're over them. They may be trying to see if you care, you know, it's something to do with heartbreak. They're like observing your energy or like what you're doing. So let's see their actions towards you for the rest of this week. The Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. I like it. It's cute. So it's like they have something legitimate to offer. Okay. It's not just like whimsical and, you know, cutesy and like, oh my God, you know, it's something legitimate. Like, I don't know, maybe they're like, oh, you want to go out to eat or, you know, whatever it is, but they're still standing in their independence, right? It's not like a mushy gushy codependent kind of thing. It's solid. The Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? Seven of Wands. Okay, so there's something about, why is that? The Devil reverse. This person, it seems like they're trying not to get too attached, or they feel the need to assert some kind of boundary or stand on business in regards to something that occurred. And I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if they felt like mind games are being played or if there was some kind of tit for tat energy that was happening between the two of you. But for me, with that Devil reverse, they're trying to stay in their power while using discernment and still being able to offer you something of value while keeping their sense of independence. Your advice: confidence is your key to success, and the Moon. Okay. So like if you're feeling a little insecure about the situation, like easier said than done, right? But don't feel insecure. It's basically saying you have nothing to feel insecure about. Allow yourself to be emotionally open. That doesn't mean like allow somebody to, you know, trample over your boundaries or allow yourself to be taken advantage of, but it's asking you to allow yourself to be receptive to what's possible. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Okay. Let's move on. First, I want to do the couple of super chat questions because I promised that I would do anybody that ordered their super chat questions, I would answer them. So let me answer these really quick, okay? And then we'll go on to Cancer. Give me a second. Okay, number one. Okay. All right, should number one move in with her? Page of Swords reverse. Jesus Christ. The Ten of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. So listen, I'm not telling you to give up your financial independence. I still think that there are some things that need to be worked out. I still think that there are some details that need to be answered. I think that there are some I's that need to be dotted, some T's that need to be crossed with that Page of Swords reverse before you get into it. Do I think that it would be a terrible investment for you to move in with said person? Not necessarily. I say that because I see the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. And then I asked, well, what would happen if number one did do that? And I have the 4 of Wands. So there would be some level of support. Like, I don't think that you would be alone in something. You know what I mean? I think that you would be heavily supported. I think that maybe something may take a little bit longer than you think it will, or there would be some, obviously some work that you would need to put in, but ultimately it would lead to a positive result. Again, I'm not telling you to give up your financial independence, but I don't think it would be the worst thing if you did help out. As far as your second question, so let's see in regards to creative things here. The 5 of Cups. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a lot to work with, and it's like I don't know if you're just like subconsciously not seeing it, or you're quite focused on the negative, and so it's a little bit difficult to see where you do have time, or even where you do have the energy. It's like we prioritize the things that we care about, right? We prioritize the things that we truly desire, and so you really have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? How bad do you truly want this? Because trading your time and starving your soul of what you actually want can be detrimental to you. And that's happened to me, right? It can be detrimental even to your physical health, believe it or not. And so you have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is saying like you need to start taking ownership and creative accountability in order to put your life where you want it to be, or carve it out in the way that you want it to be, or you in the way that you want it to look. There's also something about needing to be confident and take some kind of leap that you may be ignoring or that you're feeling insecure about. Like with the 5 of Cups, you're going to see that this, you see this little ghost on here, right? This little ghost is very focused on the shit that's not working. But if you look behind, there's 2 cups that are full, right? These are spilt. These are full. You have the time, or you have the energy, or you need to find another way to prioritize. Like, I want you to think about, you know, this is just an example. You go home, you're like, oh, I don't have any time for creative stuff, right? I don't have any time to do XYZ, but you're scrolling on Instagram, you know, for 2 hours, like guilty. Okay. No, like prioritize it, like actually prioritize. Say, like, it got to a point for me, like writing my novel, where I was like, I am joining this writing group at 8 a.m. every day. I don't give a fuck, right? Or I did it from Monday through Friday anyway. I was like, I don't care. I'm committing to it. I'm doing it, you know. And sometimes you have to make yourself do it. You have to parent yourself. One more on advice, please. Ace of Swords reverse. Like, this is going to sound harsh, and I love you, and I appreciate you always, you know, coming through and trusting me with your questions, but like, you have more clarity than you're acting like you do, you know. It's basically saying like, stop delaying what you want. Stop delaying what you know is true for you. Look at that. Be bold and make the first move. And then you have Leo. It's asking you to be confident and go after the shit that emotionally pulls you, baby. Okay? Quit playing. Quit playing on my program. Good luck. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one more super chat, and then we're gonna finish the all signs, okay? All right, number 2. Good to see you, by the way. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of check in with your energy. 7 of Wands. Are you competing for something? Is there something going on with employment here? I mean, you're in a pretty confident energy. You may be working well with others at this time. Maybe you are, you know, collaborating. Maybe that's something that you're thinking about. You're definitely getting along with somebody here. The Hangman. There's somebody I feel that's making you see things from a different perspective in regards to maybe what's possible in your life. You know, that hangman is, I know I keep talking about Neptune retrograde, but I feel like it's important. But that hangman is Neptune. And so Neptune is retrograde. And if I'm not mistaken, Neptune is going retrograde in your fifth house. I think it's your fifth house because I believe you're a Sag rising, you're a Sag stellium. So, like, maybe there's something creatively that you're needing to do as well, or get more creative in regards to who you're collaborating with, or, you know, the kind of jobs that you're going after, or whatever it may be. Can I get some advice for that energy? It's a good energy, though. The King of Pentacles. It's kind of asking you to commit to something, in my opinion. Like, if there's something that you want, like, just go ahead and go for it. You know, it's something that also, like, if you're trying to build something, I think it may take a little bit of time, but oh my God. Am I fucking back? Oh my God. Am I back? Okay. Am I back? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad. That was weird. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, so like, I don't know how much of the super chat that person heard. Ugh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me start all over. So super chat, sorry, I didn't realize there was going to be a storm tonight. Okay, super chatter number 2. Let's do this over again. I'm so sorry. Okay, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Hangman. Okay, that's your energy. I just wanted to check in on it. Feeling competitive, standing your ground with something. Maybe you're working in some kind of group, or you're working with others, or, you know, maybe you're trying to kind of compete in some way or get a job. Whatever it is, it feels like you have what it takes in order to have the success that you want. Maybe you've already had some kind of level of success and now you're just attempting to maintain it through groups or whatever the case is. But I also feel like you're looking at collaboration differently. I also feel like you're working together with people and they're maybe changing your perspective on what you want or what you want long term, or you're willing to make some kind of sacrifices in order for the good of some kind of group or somebody that you're attempting to get along with or get on the same page with. The advice for that was the King of Pentacles. So it's basically saying like something that you're working on is going to be worth it, but it's also going to take your time, commitment, and dedication. And you're really needing to kind of take it easy or take it slow. I have the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Lovers reversed. I also want to say, choose your partners or choose who you decide to communicate with. Like, be picky about it, especially with Virgo, excuse me, Venus going through Virgo. I'm not saying you to be, I'm not telling you to be overly picky, but Venus is going to conjunct the South Node. And so there may be someone or something there that you're needing to finally let go of and release because you're not really seeing the fruits of that labor and it's really not working anyway. Is the screen still black? Okay, no, okay. Yeah, refresh. Let me get more. The King of Cups reverse. What's the advice for that? The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I would be cautious, especially if you're feeling a little emotionally shut down. You can be feeling like you're wanting to kind of overcompensate in other ways. Like maybe you're feeling a little emotionally down this month at some point and you're like, I'm going to go out and blow a bunch of money, or, I'm going to spend a shit ton of money on this girl when I can't afford it. Or, it's like, this is actually Venus in Virgo, which is interesting that this popped out because I was just talking about it. You can feel this need to prove yourself. And basically what Venus in Virgo is trying to tell you is like, you don't have to prove that you have to earn love. You're already lovable. You're already worthy, like these things. So this is going to be a teacher for everybody here during this time. Okay. So let me answer the other question. I swear we're going to get to the rest of the signs, okay? What you can expect for the rest of July. Knight of Wands reversed. I would get your shit together, okay? You may feel a little squirrely. You have the Knight of Wands reverse and the Death card. So something that's inconsistent in your life, maybe something that's draining your energy too much. Maybe you realize that you don't really understand what path you're trying to take. Maybe it's a lack of confidence in some area. But basically what's going down is what's going down. I don't even talk like that. Why did I say that? Is that something that you say that I like channeled or something? Holy millennial. Okay, sorry. Okay, but something is changing in that regard. Can you tell me about the Death card? Oh my God. Okay, that fan is doing, I'm sorry. That fan is doing double time, baby. Okay, the Two of Wands with the Hierophant. So instead of having like this scatterbrained energy where you may be having like a million projects at once, or you're talking to multiple people, you're like, I'm done with this. This is draining my energy. I'm not doing it. And instead, you're truly committing to some kind of plot or plan. Take time to breathe out. And Venus, I'm telling you, there's something about Venus here. You may find that like love interests are really annoying this month, or you may feel like you need space from certain people. Again, it's also asking you to remember that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of friendship and money and da 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 da. And so try not to question that. You can go through a period maybe during the Venus conjunct South Node, or your ruler, matter of fact, Jupiter opposite Pluto, where some of these things can come into question. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Let's move on to Cancer. Okay, woof, it scared me. All right. Okay. Oops. Okay, Cancers. What's up, Cancers? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Chanel? I love that, Deb. Absolutely love that. I don't need your drug. All right, Cancer, let's see this person and their intentions towards you. Oh. Keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Let's go ahead and see their energy first. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Four of Swords. Six of Cups reverse. I knew it. I should have said it before that card dropped out. You know, they're not over it. You know what I mean? they're not over it. They're a little I don't want to say they're spiteful, but you know, they got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Why is that? Page of Swords reverse, because it's something that they're assuming. They're basically in their head and they're creating a narrative. They're creating some kind of story about you that they don't like. And it could be because of a past pattern. Okay, that can be it as well. But they're just trying to keep an even keel. Like they're trying to keep their mind in order without reacting, in my opinion. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune reverse. The Tower reverse. They haven't let go of this. So if this is like a past connection, for instance, it's like they haven't let go of this. They're kind of, I feel they're irritated because they feel like something hasn't gone their way. And they also feel like they don't really have control over a situation. And so they're trying to kind of woo-saw, you know what I mean? They're trying to kind of woo-saw the situation. But they're having a hard time letting go. And they're really in their head. But it's so like with the Page of Swords, you know when like you are trying to find something out about somebody, or you're trying to figure something out about somebody, and then you can't figure it out, or you feel like you don't have enough information. And so what your mind does psychologically is it tries to fill in the blanks. It tries to fill in the little spaces that you can't fill in because you don't have enough information. And that's what I kind of feel like they're doing. What is the Page of Swords reverse? Let's do that. Oh, they feel like you're talking to somebody else. They may feel like you're talking to somebody else. They feel like maybe you're putting yourself out there a little bit. And they feel like they don't really know, but they may feel that way. So let's see their intention. We started with Gemini because we did the pick the sign that you want to start with, and Mojo won because he's a Gemini, and so he asked us to do Gemini. Show me this person's intentions with Cancer, please. The Five of Wands, they're trying to fight you, you know. They're trying to swing a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't feel like they're happy. Seven of Cups. They feel in the dark. Okay. They feel like they're in the dark about something, and they're ready to fight you, babe. You know, they're ready to fight you about it. Now, I don't think it is super serious, but the Five of Wands is somebody who is incredibly conflicted. Like they're in their minds. They want to argue with you. Like I'm just gonna be. I think that they want some level of contact, or like they don't care what it looks like. They just, even if they have to fight with you or argue with you, you know what I mean? The page. Okay. The Page of Wands. Okay. So Cancer, I mean, this person kind of has their head in the clouds a little bit. They're trying to understand the reality of the situation because they don't actually know the reality of the situation. And so their intention is to maybe reach out or say something, but they're going to try to keep it light, but really what's going on in the background is like anxiety, or they're like it feels like they're trying to figure something out. The Justice reverse for their action. The Ace of Swords reversed. The Five of Cups reversed. Ew. Why? Two of Swords. They're being avoidant now. Why? Three of Swords reversed because they're hurt and they're just trying to like get over it. It almost makes me feel like this person doesn't want you to see how hurt they are or something. It's like they, I don't know if I'm getting a prideful energy exactly, but it's almost like this person has an issue with showing some kind of weakness. They're not really making a decision. It's like they're like, okay, well, I'm just have to be okay with not knowing, and I just have to let it go. Because I think that they're trying to avoid maybe rejection or hurt or something like that. So your advice, Cancer: balance spirituality and practicality. And then we have Pisces. So Pisces is already a very spiritual sign. It's It is very spiritual. And maybe you've kind of been in your feelings a little bit lately, or you know, whatever, but it's asking you to, it's okay to do that. It's okay to process your feelings. It's okay to be in that space, but don't forget about the mundane. Don't forget about the day-to-day, like your responsibilities, things like that. I'm not saying that you are, but that can kind of be an issue here. Or maybe it's just that you're needing to find that fine line between practicality and emotionality. Does that make sense? Somewhere in the middle, like balance is what I want to say. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Okay. All right, let's move on to Leo. What's up, Lori? All right, Leo, let's see. God. Love the fan, but damn. Okay, Leo, let's go ahead and see this person's intentions with you. Keep in mind the roles can be reversed, okay? See this person's energy first. Five of Wands. God, this fan is like really... Okay. Five of Wands. Tell me more. Jesus. The Lover is reversed. Oof. The Ten of Cups reversed. Was there a breakup here? I feel like there is a breakup. Why the Five of Wands? Actually, why the Lover's reversed? The Judgment reversed. Oh, God. So this person doesn't really know what to do, right? It's like they don't really know what to do. They're like stuck between a rock and a hard place, and they feel a disconnect. They may feel like there's unrequited love, or they may feel like there's something based on values, or maybe reputation, or morals, or something that's really not connecting between the two of you. And they feel like no matter how many times you guys try to make it work, it's just really not. And so they could also feel like there's some kind of disconnect between the two of you, maybe because somebody wouldn't take accountability, or there's a lack of, I heard consideration. I'm not really sure why I heard that. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's a lack of accountability somewhere as well, or maybe somebody's misjudging even. I would even go as far as saying that maybe somebody's misjudging another person, you know? Like maybe they're not really seeing things clearly or something like that. Why the Five of Wands? The Three of Wands reversed. They're frustrated because they feel like something that they had planned with you, or maybe it was a trip, maybe it's just like long-term happiness, marriage. I mean, I don't know, whatever, right? It's like it didn't work. And so now they seem a little pissed off about it. What's this person's intention with Leo? Four of Cups reversed. Okay. The Tower. This makes me feel like it's more so about them than you. This is more about them. Tell me about that Tower. The Nine of Wands. I don't know, man. I feel like this person is a little bit hurt, okay? And I don't know if they're showing that, but the Four of Cups reversed with the Tower and the King of Swords for somebody's intent, like something, they feel something happened that was outside of their control. Whether it's like you got pissed and you freaking slashed their tires, or like, you know, you decided to break up, or there was a shitty conversation that happened. They want to get out of that mindset. Like they're trying to detach from whatever crisis occurred within the connection or within the dynamic, and now they're kind of at this point where they feel like they have to stand on their own 2 feet, or they have to keep their guard up for whatever reason. You know, tell me about that King of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they're just trying to, they're not trying to force anything. They're not trying to hold on too tightly to anything. They may want to have a conversation with you about something that happened, but it's more so a detached and logical conversation. Like it's not full of emotion and I love yous. It's like, it seems pretty serious. Not like a fun serious. What's this person's actions towards Leo for the rest of this week? Yeah, you guys, if it's being weird, just refresh. The stream got almost dropped. The Six of Wands reversed, the Devil, the Star. Can you tell me about that Devil, please? The Nine of Cups reversed. Ooh, this feels a little... I'm gonna be honest. It kind of feels like this person is going out of their way to get your attention, but it feels a little toxic. You know, it's like they're trying to indulge in you in some way, or it's like they're trying to keep you attached, or, you know, there's some kind of obsessive indulgence about this connection. And I think that they have a lot of hope here as well. And so it's like they don't want to let that go. So what are they actually doing towards Leo then? The Knight of Swords reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. And the Three of Swords reversed. They might be trying to heal. You know, if it's not necessarily towards you, although I feel like this person is incredibly attached, this can be that this person is feeling like a failure, and they may do something like go out drinking, get fucked up, you know, is something like that in order to deal or in order to heal. But then they actually come out of that and they're like, okay, I need to get it together, because they still have hope here. So we have bring love into the situation and Pluto. Well, Pluto's retrograde right now, you know. So we're looking at the changes that we've made in the Aquarius whole sign house in our chart, and we're asking ourselves, like, is that who I am? Do I know the truth about this relationship, about this person, about whatever? But it's asking you to bring love into the situation, and maybe through friendship in some kind of way. You know, even if you've been married to this person for 10 years, I think that that's important, but also I think that that will lead to something deeper. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's move on to me. No, I'm just kidding. Let's move on to Virgo. Okay. 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 Virgo. Let's see Virgo. I have music on in the background, so don't think I'm just like dancing randomly. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and see this person's intentions towards you. Keep in mind that roles can always be reversed, okay? So watch for your other placements. Show me this person's energy towards Virgo. I love this. I love the storm. Three of Cups. Okay, that's cute. The World and the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay. I like it. I love that. This can be somebody from the past with that Eight of Cups reversed. They may be trying to come back around to complete a cycle with you or to finish something with you. there are signs of a reconciliation where this person is attempting to have some kind of conversation with you, maybe about some kind of past issue. It seems like they're trying to seal a deal, or they're trying to understand something better, solidify something. What are we doing with that World card? The Judgment. So it seems like reconciliation, like coming back together, discussing things, talking about the past in some way. And I mean, Mercury's retrograde, and this is kind of what it's reminding me of. So maybe see like, what does Mercury rule in your chart? Like what house does it rule? Because it's retrograde right now, so that might give you some kind of insight. But also where Cancer is in your natal chart, that might give you some insight as well in regards to what's actually taking place and what's being discussed. So I like this. I don't dislike this. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. This looks positive to me. This person could be at a distance from you with that World card. What's this person's intention with Virgo? Too many. What's this person's intention with Virgo? Two of Pentacles for their intention. The Emperor. Ooh, I love it. That's sexy. Okay. You got Aries energy here, Scorpio, and the Six of Wands. Okay. Okay. It seems like they're trying to step it up in some way. So they're actively making a decision to prioritize their priorities. And I feel like they're prioritizing you as well with that Two of Pentacles. The Emperor is going to be somebody who comes in and is basically in charge in some way, taking accountability, maybe doing things for you, just taking responsibility. This seems to be a very masculine person. They're trying to offer you some level of attention in one way or another. Like it's not a bad reading. I really don't have anything negative to say. What are we doing with that Six of Wands? The Sun reversed. It's like they're trying to give you attention or let you into their world a little bit without like revealing too much. They may maybe lack some kind of confidence a little bit in regards to the attention that they're trying to receive and give to you, but nonetheless they're going to do it. I mean, the Emperor is going to do it. He's going to take action, or she, whatever. I don't know, Virgo. I don't really have anything negative to say. I'm sorry. I know you guys are probably looking for it. What's this person's actions towards Virgo? The King of Cups reverse. High Priestess reverse. Well, there it is. There's the problem. And the Queen of Cups reverse. So you have King and Queen. Why the High Priestess reversed? The Temperance reversed. I don't get it. It's like it's really interesting because this person's energy and their intentions say one thing, but then their actions kind of show another. So it's like they're very emotionally closed off, and it can be because something is being revealed, or like the High Priestess of Risk can be like where a secret is revealed, or is sometimes in some cases it can be where we're suppressing certain emotions. And if you notice, like this king and this queen are not looking at each other. Like they're facing opposite directions. There's some kind of imbalance, or there's some kind of disharmony between the two of you that this person doesn't really seem to want to talk about. Why? The Four of Cups, maybe afraid of rejection, or you know, maybe they're having a hard time, like, I don't know though. Emotions are running high. And the North Node. Oh boy. Well, I want to say this. Be very cautious. The North Node is like the dragon's head, right? And with a card like Supermoon, emotions running high, if you try to push something too much, it may backfire. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. All right. Ooh, I kind of need some Aquaphor on my lips. I'm on Accutane and it like dries me out, bitch. It like makes me like, ugh. I feel like oh, thank God. I feel like I'm constantly drinking water. I'm constantly like oiling my lips. It's like so annoying. Sorry. Oh my God, is this a Wuthering Heights song? Oh my God. Oh my God, I love this song. That movie destroyed me, by the way. Hate that for me. Okay, Libra. Libra, let's go ahead and see this person's intention towards you, but first let's see their energy. Does it make you sweat less? Fuck no. It makes your skin less oily though, and it helps with breakouts, so I love that. Oh my God. Elenice, I'm so sorry. That's awful. I was assaulted by a Libra man too in my teenage years. Okay, so Libra, we have the King of Wands reversed with the Temperance and the Three of Swords reversed. I actually don't hate this, if I'm being honest. I don't hate it. This person, why the King of Wands reversed? Four of Pentacles, yeah, okay. So, you know, in my opinion, this person may have or may end up taking a bit of a risk this week. They may take a chance. They may do something. They may even offer you something, but for some reason they may feel like it's not appreciated or they're not really getting the response that they want. But they're even keel about it. Like they're level headed about it. They're like, okay, that's okay. Like they're gonna play the long game, bitch. You know, like they're definitely gonna play the long game. And I think this person they're okay. Like that Three of Swords tells me with the Temperance and the Three of Swords reverse, this person may be healing or trying to heal something with you specifically if this is a past person. Tell me about that Three of Swords reverse. The Empress. That's you, baby. Oof. I just got a little tingly downstairs. I feel like you get this person going. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that this person is very attracted to you. I think that I wanted to I felt myself becoming very feminine. I just felt myself softening when I saw that. This person feels like you are the shit. Like you are the creme de la creme. You are like you're very healing to this person. They think you're beautiful or handsome if you're a man, whatever. I love that. What's this person's intention? Queen of Wands reversed. Intention with Libra. What's this person's intention with Libra? The King of Pentacles. It feels like this person wants to soften you or something. I don't feel like this person really wants to play games. I do think that there's a little bit of lack of confidence in one way or another, or the ego or pride is getting in the way. But that King of Pentacles, like amidst all of that, they feel like you deserve better. It's like they're trying to commit, in my opinion. This person is going to play the long game with you. I'm trying to tell you that right now. But they may see, this is the thing though, they're lacking a little bit of confidence. That's the one thing that's kind of keeping them from going full throttle, because I think that they view you as like oh damn, like Libra is kind of, you know, kind of the shit and I don't want to mess this up, or that's like I'm almost getting intimidated. Like this person feels intimidated. What's their actions towards Libra? The Fool reversed. Yeah, they're hesitant. The Page of Swords. Oh no, that could not be the man for me, baby. I like a persistent man, honey. Even if you're scared, you just got to do it. You know what I mean? The Fool reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit reverse. So they're going to be a little bit hesitant. They're kind of scoping you out a little bit. They're scoping you out this week. They're kind of seeing what you got going on. And they're hesitant, okay? But eventually they're going to kind of come out of their little hidey hole and do what? The King of Cups. Ah! Love it. So they're showing some level of emotional vulnerability here. I really like that. And they're doing it scared, which is so hot. Ugh, so hot. Your commitment is being tested, and the Sun. So like if you feel like you need to dumb yourself down for whatever reason, like don't, you know, like just to make this person, like I don't know why I'm getting this, okay? But some of you may feel like you need to tone it down, or you need to, you know, especially if you want this person to approach. From experience, don't do that. Okay? Because if you have to weaken yourself in the beginning just for a man or whoever to approach you, you're going to have to weaken yourself the entire time. You know, allow this person to step up to your level and to reach you there. So don't lower a standard, don't dim yourself, don't do any of that just because maybe you want this person. Okay. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. Last shuffle. Stop copying me, V. Wait, what did I do? Okay, let's see. Scorpio. This is like messing with my bangs, dude. Okay, Scorpio, let's see this person's intentions towards you. First, let's see their energy, though. Okay, that's way too many. What's this person's energy towards Scorpio? The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Very on par for the Venus and Virgo that we're getting ready to come up on. Not looking forward to it, by the way. The Tower. This person may have some financial issues that they're going through. The Two of Swords reverse that they can't really avoid, okay? Just like a side note. Why the Tower? Shit. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Something's going on with this person's finances, okay? This feels like a side note. Like a certain way that they've been showing up for a while, where they've been like performing, something has been performance based, whether it's towards you with love or whether it's something else entirely. It's like something is shaking that foundation for them. It, like, I'm not saying it's not related to you, but it feels a little unrelated to a point. Like it feels like this person has been kind of like in this facade for so long that something outside of them is forcing them to actually be the person that they want to be or claim to be. And it's like some kind of crisis cannot be avoided anymore. It doesn't, they're not the Tower moment. Something is happening outside of them that's a Tower moment. Like, I don't know if you got like a new partner coming in and they're like, oh damn, like challenge accepted, or like I don't know what it is, but can you tell me more about what's their actual energy towards Scorpio? The Lovers. Oh, they love you down, baby. Okay, so they love you down. There's no doubt about it. And I feel like a part of that is the reason why they feel like not good enough for you or something. Like I don't know, maybe they feel like they can't I don't know, like the pentacle energy can be about money. Maybe they feel like they can't provide for you or something like that. Or maybe they feel like they don't have a good enough body. I don't know, whatever it is. But like something's forcing them to be like, stop fucking around and stop whatever and like, be the man or be the woman that you want to be. And I feel like you're maybe somehow like the catalyst for that change. I heard I still feel connected to you. Okay. What's this person's intention with Scorpio? The 10 of Wands. Okay. Like a mule, baby. The Judgment. I like this, actually. Damn, the Hierophant. Okay, I'm not mad at you, Scorpio. Like, this person's intention is to take responsibility. It's like this person either wants to provide for you or they're trying to take responsibility in some way, even take responsibility like for you in some capacity. And they're taking accountability for that said responsibility. And they're trying to, or their intention anyway this week is to attempt to ground something into reality or to maybe even take a connection to the next level or something to that effect. So I don't read this doesn't feel bad, but it does feel like they're going through some kind of crisis that's going to force a change in their life and force them to show up in the way that they want to actually show up instead of just pretending. The Four of Pentacles for their actions. So there's that insecurity showing up again. That's too many cards. The Knight of Wands. Old habits, I'm telling you. And the World reverse. What's the World reverse? The Five of Wands reverse. I need another one. The Six of Wands. It kind of feels like they're trying to breeze past. Like their intention is to take accountability or to discuss some kind of past situation. But I feel like they're afraid to discuss it. And so it's like, instead they're kind of showing up as like, they're making a joke out of something or, it feels like they're kind of, circling around a bigger issue a little bit. Like, it's like, when something feels uncomfortable and you just try to like joke it out or like make a joke about it. Like I do that. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But they are taking action though. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Love that. And then Earth. So yeah, there's something. This is full moon in Capricorn and Earth energy. So there's a lot of Earth energy. There's something about finances, health, physicality, the physical body, like something in the practical reality that is finally ending. Like for the better. Okay? So I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just like the relationship is finally going to be grounded or something like that. So that's what I have. God. I got a cherry pen. No big deal. Look how cute it is. I literally was it last week? I think or on Sunday maybe. I don't know. I went to Virginia Beach just to like get out of the house. I just like went to go journal. I went to the beach and just like sat out there. I like needed to get the fuck out of my house. I never leave my house. And like at Barnes and Noble, I found this cute little cherry pen. So cute. Anyway, nobody cares, but let's move on to Sagittarius. By the way, hated that. Got out of the house, regretted it within the first like 30 minutes. I was like, this is so boring. I should have just stayed home with my slut novels. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. I'm actually going to do it like this. Like I usually do it without all the shuffling. Because it's just a pain in the ass. I'm proud of you, Beat. Thanks. You really put yourself out there lately. Are you talking about on Instagram? I need employees, staff, handlers. I'm gonna have to get on that. You should definitely do that. Yes. Yeah, I've definitely been putting myself out there on Instagram. Okay. I have just a lot of sexual and lover girl energy that just has to go somewhere. And I don't want a man to touch me. So I'm just on Instagram. All right, let's see. I need to send you more music, B. Music. All right, Sagittarius, this person's energy towards you. Three of Pentacles. You could work with this person. That's obviously not for all of you. The Two of Wands reversed. The Knight of Wands reversed. Why the Two of Wands reversed? The Knight of Swords. This week they're trying to get on the same page with you, but when it comes to actually like going forth with communication or like a clarifying conversation, they seem to be like a little stuck at a crossroads or having a hard time making plans or coming out of it's like they're on the same page with you or you know you guys are getting along or whatever, but when it comes to like long-term plans or taking action on those plans, it's like they're kind of fumbling that a little bit, especially when it comes to some kind of conversation that maybe you guys need to have that they're not really open. Why? The Eight of Pentacles reversed. This person could feel like something would ruin their reputation or that their reputation is already ruined with you. If this is like a work issue, that could be what's going on. They may be afraid to be criticized or critiqued by you in some way as well. Or they can't even have insecurities around like, you know, not being your standard or meeting a standard of yours. It's almost like this person is afraid to ask you something or make plans because they feel like this is a really dumb example, okay? But this is like the only thing I can really think of. It's like, oh, you know, maybe they want to take you out, but the place they want to take you out at, maybe they feel like you'll kind of poo poo it or like turn your nose up at it or you know what I mean? What's this person's intention towards Sagittarius? Two of Cups reversed, the Moon reversed, the Queen of Cups. I think that this person wants to love you, you know, but I also think that there are some misunderstandings between the two of you or some kind of emotional disconnect, maybe that they're trying to, or that they want to tell you about, or what's the Two of Cups reversed? The Justice reversed. They could feel like somebody wronged the other in a situation, okay? They could feel like there was a misunderstanding between the two of you and they may be wanting to be very vulnerable with you about said misunderstanding and maybe how they feel wronged or how they feel like they wronged you in one way or another. And while they feel like parts of this connection almost feel impossible, it's like they still kind of want to make it happen because they're either in love with you or they want to be or something to that effect. So it's I mean it's not like the worst. It's kind of like, you know, a fly at a barbecue kind of energy. It's not like terrible, but it is inconsistent. 10 of Swords in their actions. Why? The World reversed. The 5 of Swords reversed. Oh my goodness gracious. Give me one more on that 10 of Swords. The Page of Wands reversed. Okay. There may be something that is revealed or there may be some kind of like bad news or something that they hear. There, it's something about the past. Something about the past or some kind of unfinished business is making them end things or is making them feel betrayed. It really depends, but they're kind of at a point where they feel like no matter what they do here, they just can't win. It's like, I don't think that they're trying to play games with you. It just seems like something from the past is coming up and they're like, Okay, well, clearly this is done, you know, or something like that. Oof. There could have been like a lot, or like somebody didn't tell someone something with that Page of Wands reverse. It's time to release negativity and water. Okay. Well, I mean, I would definitely listen to your intuition this week, Sagittarius. There's something going on in the ethers, you know, that there's something maybe going on in, like, if you're a Sag rising, for instance, right, you'll have Scorpio, because it says full moon in Scorpio. You'll have Scorpio in your 12th house, right? Think about where you have Scorpio in your 12th house. I mean, I'm already running out of steam, baby. Think about where you have Scorpio in your natal chart. And that's probably the place where you need to release some level of negativity. Okay. So if it is your 12th house, maybe it's self sabotaging patterns. You know, maybe it's about being your own worst enemy. Maybe if it's in your 8th house, it's something psychological. You know, maybe it's a secret, maybe it's a skeleton in your closet. I don't know, right? So just think about that. But it may be asking you to have some kind of compassion for yourself, or maybe even this person, and make sure you listen to your intuition this week, especially when it comes to unresolved issues or anything with this person. It may be asking you to be vulnerable. All right, that is what I have for you. Okay, let's move on to Capricorn. This music is not working out for me anymore. Ooh, a sleep token? Absolutely. I love sleep tokens so much. Ugh, I love this song. Oh my God, it's the best. The best. Okay. Okay. Capricorn. Capricorn. This person's energy towards you is the Five of Wands reverse. So they don't want any problems. Devil reversed. Okay. Two of Pentacles reversed. Why the Two of Pentacles reversed? The Seven of Wands. I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn. This person is like, I don't want any drama. I'm detached, detaching. This person seems to be dropping something, trying to empower themselves. Like, if this person feels like they had to compete for you, or if this person feels like things just got too chaotic, they're like, yeah, I'm going to stand my ground on something. They see, it feels like a boundary, if I'm going to be honest. It feels like they're kind of keeping you at arm's length. Why the Devil reversed? The Page of Cups. Ooh. Mm, one more on that Devil. Oh, they're avoid they, for some reason they feel like this is too much of a responsibility, especially on an emotional level. So it feels like for some reason they're trying not to allow themselves to get tempted into this, because they feel like this is confusing, or this ends up causing too much chaos, and either they have to compete for you, compete with you, or it's just like they're trying to stand their ground, because it's like they don't want some kind of chaos that they're assuming would occur. What's this person's intention with Capricorn? The Chariot reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups reversed. Yeah, I'm not feeling it, dog. I'm not really I'm not really seeing it, babe, you know? It's like this person is like full stop. They don't see where it's going. If anything, I think that they're taking a lot of other people's opinions into consideration when it comes to the connection, and I feel like they're not really emotionally open to it, if I'm going to be honest. Because again, there's another like chaotic card. Like they feel like they're forcing this. I know it sounds really hard to hear, maybe, but it's like, and I don't think that they don't love you or care about you. That Page of Cups is here. It's just for some reason they feel like it's such a huge responsibility. Why is that? The Hangman reverse, because they could feel like there's some kind of delusion here, or you guys have a hard time understanding one another's perspective, or it can also be where there's a lot of emotional sacrifices that need to be made in this connection, or just sacrifices in general that may feel too heavy to them. What's this person's actions towards Capricorn this week? What the fuck? Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Empress. Well, what changes? The Judgment. So something, what? That was not what I was expecting at all. It's like not what I was expecting. So something occurs where you guys either see each other, or maybe on accident, maybe on purpose. And with the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Empress, like this person is trying to offer you some. It's almost like they see you, I don't know, maybe they see your Instagram story, or maybe they see you in person and they're like, damn, Capricorn looks hella good, or something like that. And they're like, shit, actually, let's recalibrate. Let's rethink this. It's like something. It's something like that. What I will say is be cautious with all this, like retrograde stuff, and you have some stuff opposing you right now, right? Because you are Capricorn, and we have the sun in Cancer, we have Mercury in Cancer, and these planets are opposing you, and Mercury is retrograde. So it may feel like something from the past does come up, and you're kind of like, ugh, what do I do about this? It can kind of feel like that. Look, new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. So I'm gonna take that as a good omen. And then we have fixed. So it's basically saying like something that you have been working on for a while is getting ready to bear fruit. And it's telling you to remain persistent. Focus on stability, being dependable, being loyal to whatever it is that you have been working on. I don't know if it's anything to do with this person or not. Okay, let's move on to Aquarius. What's up, Infinite? Okay, all right. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, this person's energy towards you this week is the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands. Ooh, I love it. Ooh, the Magician. I love that. What are we talking about with that Ace of Swords? The Hermit. Could be dealing with a Virgo, a Leo, a Gemini. They're gonna talk to you, flirt with you. They're very attracted to you. They're making something happen, and it's communication. They seem to want to talk about maybe some time that you took away, or time that they took away. They may be trying to understand you better, or even explain themselves better in some capacity. They're very intentional with what they're doing. I'm not getting a bad vibe. What's their intentions? The Knight of Cups reversed, the Star reversed, the Emperor reversed. So there may be some kind of fear regarding like being vulnerable, maybe because of something that happened in the past, and so they're having a hard time taking full responsibility for something. I don't like their intentions. It's like they're kind of talking a big game, and it like it seems legit, but in their intentions, it's like they're kind of emotionally closed off and not like they don't want to be fully vulnerable with you. It feels like attraction based and logic based. And while they are trying to make things happen, there's also this like suppression of other things and other feelings. They're having a hard time putting something to the side that happened between the two of you. Like there was some kind of crisis or some kind of change that happened that they really haven't gotten over. Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups for their actions. So they're trying to explore this. They're coming together with you. I mean, it's just their intentions are a little funky because it feels like they can't get over something that happened. But I see communication. I see some kind of clarity. They're definitely talking about themselves on an individual level or trying to understand you. Meditate and contemplate for your advice and Uranus. I don't know that there's something here about your subconscious, in my opinion, like that meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. Like it kind of makes me feel like you need to think about, I don't even want to say think. You need to meditate or like go out in nature and like see something differently or break out of your comfort zone for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know why, but it's like you need to do something different with your time. I don't know. Maybe see, since this says new moon in Pisces, maybe see where you have Pisces in your natal chart, and that can give you an indication on like what you need to be doing and like where you need to be doing it. You know what I mean? Like where you need to be coming out of your comfort zone. Yeah, Gemini was first. Gemini was first today because Mojo picked it or whatever. All right, Pisces, you guys are getting two readings today, okay? Since I messed up yesterday, okay? So Pisces gets two. The wind in Violetta's hair eases the blows. A 24-hour water fast? Ugh, I could never, honey. uh, even though I'm 135 pounds, I could never stop eating, babe. I can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. So let's see here. All right, Pisces. This person's energy towards you is the Strength reversed, the Three of Swords, the Tower. Why the Tower? The Fool reversed. Oh. This person is hurting. A lot of like, don't get me wrong. I think that this person is hurting on a deep emotional level. I really do, especially because something drastic occurred between the two of you. Maybe somebody uh, didn't act on something and that caused some kind of crisis or change. Maybe someone was too impulsive with the decision and that's what created this change. But that strength reverse, it's like with the Three of Swords, it's like they're really giving into their pain. It feels like they're really leaning into it. And the more that they lean into that pain, it's like they are going to process it. And I do feel like they're having a big realization. It feels like a humbling moment, if I'm going to be honest. Why the Strength reverse, the Ace of Cups reverse? So maybe you rejected them. Maybe you, I don't know, closed down your emotions a little bit, something like that. But it's kind of, it's making them feel some type of way. Their intentions, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles reversed. I mean, they're being like a pussy. Okay, you know, I mean, I don't want to say that, but like, I mean, I do. I don't know why I feel like I always have to correct myself. But their intent is to not take a full-blown risk. I think that they're afraid of something. They're just more so curious and kind of watching you without actually offering anything, without actually committing to anything. To be frank, they're quite stubborn because I do think that they're in their ego. I think that something hurt their pride and they're being stubborn about it. Like it's just really that simple. Their actions: Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords. I am going to warn you right now. I'm calling it right now. Oops. I'm calling it right now. Okay? Babe, this person is going to try to make you jealous. They're going to try to make you jealous and it's going to be gross. because they're stuck in their head and they want you to feel how they feel. I'm telling you. How much you want to bet? They're going to try to make you jealous. Expect powerful change. And we have Aquarius. Some of you can be dealing with an Aquarius. You can find something out through a friend or through online or community. But there's something that's getting ready to change in regards to like a friendship or a group or a community. Or it's saying that when you start to think outside of the box in regards to this connection and you stop doing things the same way or stop responding or reacting in the same way, that's when you can expect the most powerful change. But I also feel like this is asking you to be authentically yourself. And like, I don't know why I want to say this, but like, fuck what this person thinks. I don't know why I want to say that. So let's go do the second reading for Pisces. And then we have to do Aries and Taurus, and then we'll finish super chat questions. All right. I need to get like UV. Those IG reels really show that you go to the gym. Ugh, I love the gym. Thank you, baby. Thanks. I love going to the gym. It's like ever since I went when I was 18, I just like could not stop going. I loved it so much. I was like, oh my God. And you know, my biological father, nobody asked for my story, but here you go anyway. You're welcome. My biological father was an athlete and he like won Oregon State Championship or something like that. He was like a marathon runner or whatever. And so like maybe it just runs in my veins, but I love working out. And thank you for the compliment. That's so sweet. You're short. So what? I wish I was shorter. I weigh 122, 125, but I don't look like that. You're so cute. I'm sure you look great. I'm 5'8", so Pisces. So for the second reading, we have Lovers reversed in this person's energy with the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Why the Lovers reversed? The Nine of Pentacles. I feel like somebody here wanted to be single or wanted to be more independent. It feels like there's something that isn't really or hasn't really been working out for the two of you, and there is a level of disconnect here. Why the Wheel of Fortune reversed? The Knight of Pentacles. Something seems to be taking a really long time to like come together or work out. But this person, it feels like they have all the patience in the world. Like they're just kind of playing the long game, in my opinion. I do think that they kind of are maybe repeating a cycle, or they feel like things aren't, again, moving as quickly as they should be. But again, it's like this person just feels like they have to wait you out, or they're just very patient. This is weird. What's this person's intention? Okay, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. What's the High Priestess reverse? The Ace of Wands. What's the Seven of Cups? The Six of Swords. Mm, I don't know if I trust it. Listen, I'm getting a couple of different scenarios. On one hand, this person could have an intention to actually offer you something legitimate, but it could also be that they're exploring their options and they're trying to figure out who to move on from and who not. And they can also be taking advice from other people, like who they should choose, you know, who they should be with, or who they should offer something from. But in all honesty, I think that this person has like putting that aside, because that can be a scenario here, but putting that aside, this person may actually want to put in some level of effort, but they also may feel like they're not seeing things clearly. There may be this kind of fantasy or illusion that they have of you that they're trying to understand or they're trying to overcome through taking action, because there is a very specific kind of attraction that they have towards you. It's Venus and Scorpio energy, you know. And I'm a Venus and Scorpio baby, okay? It can get a little possessive, a little obsessive, a little fantasy driven, right? Maybe a little dark, okay? They're trying to, it's like they're trying to understand the reality of the connection and where it could even go. Because right now they seem to be a little stuck in limbo, but like they're okay. What's their actions towards Pisces? Why is that? The sun reversed. It seems like they're not really confident for some reason. Why is that? The Queen of Swords reversed. Because of you, I feel. There's something that you may say or you may not really communicate. It's, you know what it feels like? It almost feels like they, like, you know, when like guys these days really aren't super confident to come and talk to you. They just kind of like look at you, right? But they're not always confident because they're afraid that like you're you know, I don't know, raging and you're gonna, I don't know, freak out at them or whatever. But it's like, you know, sometimes you got to give them like a little smile or a little hint that you like them or whatever. And I feel like this person needs that. Like they need some kind of hint or something like that, you know? Because they feel like they're not getting it. And so this person is delaying something with you. They're not really offering you anything this week anyway. It's like they're delaying something because they feel like you're not into it or that they don't really have clarity on what on whether or not you even want this or you know they may be afraid that you have a mouth on you and you're going to kind of burst their ego bubble. A new start is coming and four. So for some of you, you're moving into a new home or there may be some kind of new relationship that you're starting. I hate how everybody just talks about house four and how it's just home and family, home and family. House four, because I like to learn by experience. House four can also be like when you have transits, because you have to think it also squares your ascendant and your descendant. Your ascendant is you, your descendant is others, relationships, profound relationships, intimate relationships, and more than that. But we're talking about love here today, so whatever. So sometimes it can be a very strong emotional bond that you're having with someone. So if there's a new start here, that can happen, but I feel like it's going to take a lot of vulnerability. Okay. So let's move on. Oh, thanks, Deb. That's so kind. That's so sweet. I love you. What's up, Rob? Society has taught men not to approach. For the most part, for decades, they've been pushed for the actions of a very few, punished for the actions of a very few jerks. Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you have to treat men like a gun. You don't know if it's loaded or not, but you have to act like it is. Because, you know, they say not all men, but every single woman I've ever spoken to has been assaulted by a man. So it's like, where do you really go from there? You know what I mean? Where do you really go from there, right? Okay, Aries. All right, Aries, let's see this person's intentions with you. Thanks, Mojo. Listen, I'm not saying that I agree with this, but I thought it was so funny when this woman said, men should be born into prison and have to earn their way out. I'm not saying I agree with that, but I'm also not saying that I didn't laugh because that is fucking hilarious. Imagine that. I mean, that's not funny, but it's a little funny. It's a little funny. Some many times. Oh yeah. I've been assaulted way more than once, unfortunately. Way more. And I never reported any of them. Never did. Kind of wish I would have though. All right, Aries. All right, Aries, let's see this person's intentions towards you. Six of Wands. Trying to get your attention. Four of Cups while acting nonchalant. Okay. Okay. We get it. You're cool. Seven of Pentacles, but they are invested, baby. Don't get it twisted. They're please. Tell me about that Four of Cups. Four of Swords reverse. Please listen. I need you to listen to me. Okay. I know cross watchers are going to get mad, but I don't give a damn. I'm telling you that this person is attempting to get your attention while acting nonchalant and being restless about acting nonchalant and being restless about whether or not you're noticing that they're trying to get their attention. Am I being subtle? Am I, and the Seven of Pentacles is like, they're actually quite invested. They're actually quite invested, babe. So I don't know how this person is like trying to whatever, but yeah. They're trying to get your attention. It's actually kind of cute, if I'm going to be honest with you. What's this person's intention with Aries? The Death, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups reversed. What do they want with Aries? I don't understand. Six of Cups reversed and the Eight of Wands. This is interesting. Like, if there was an ending here or something like that, it's like this person is trying to just dead it. Like, they're trying to just let it end, but at the same time, like, they're trying to forget, or, hoping you just forgive them, or they're trying to let it go, or whatever the case may be. But really what they want is they want a conversation. I think that they want to talk. They want to have some level of conversation around the past, or some kind of bad blood between the two of you. And it's like, maybe instead of like outwardly doing it, they're just trying to find ways to get your attention. But let's see their actions. Okay, King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, what actual action is Aries receiving from this person? Why the Nine of Swords? The Sun reverse. Okay. It's like this person is trying to detach. They're like, okay, they want to talk to you with the King of Swords. And then they're like, no, 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 no. I'm not doing that, because they get in their head about it. They stress out about it. And then they get in their ego. So it's like they're trying to get your attention in like weird ways without actually just being like, hey, or something like that. You have yin for your advice and a time to give rather than take. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. It's asking for compassion, patience, receptivity, while at the same time what do you want them to get? What do you want Aries to give? The Lovers. Damn. A choice, to make a choice, to give them love. Listen, I don't know this person. This could be the biggest piece of shit ever. Okay. Could be the biggest piece of shit ever. I mean, I really don't know. Okay. But for some reason it's telling you to give love. Okay. Just don't come for me. Don't come for me, baby. I know y'all Aries like to tussle. Okay. Let's see Taurus. Taurus. Kind of gotta pee, kind of too lazy, kind of hungry. Alrighty. Okay. Taurus. Good night, Mojo. And their energy towards you, Taurus, is the Nine of Cups, the Temperance. Okay. And the Moon. Why the Moon? Hangman reverse. High Priestess reverse. This person is waiting on some kind of truth. They're kind of like doing their own thing, if I'm going to be honest with you, Taurus. Like they're kind of independent, doing their own thing. They're content with where they're at. This seems to be somebody who's being very patient about something. they have maybe some kind of fear that they're projecting onto you, some kind of secret, maybe about you, about them, that they're like, I don't know if they're just like waiting to figure it out. What's the secret or what's the hidden thing? Yeah, Ace of Swords. They're waiting on some kind of truth. Three of Cups reverse, maybe around a third party, maybe around some kind of drama, or if there's gonna be drama, they're waiting on something. They're waiting on some kind of truth. They're waiting on a truth. It can also be that they're fearing like being honest with you about something. Their intention with you is the Hierophant reverse, the Judgment reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles reverse. I'm going to be honest with you. It feels like they're trying to break free of this. It doesn't really feel like they're trying to reconcile, or maybe they're just really not trying to make a judgment call right now. They could feel like somebody here ruined their reputation with the other, and it's like they're not really interested in like, they don't, or at least they don't have an intention on putting in an honest to God effort. What does this person want with Taurus? The Nine of Pentacles, they just want to focus on themselves, if I'm going to be honest with you. What's this person's actions with Taurus this week? Why the Emperor reversed? The Fool reversed. So the Three of Pentacles, they're trying to get on the same page with you about what? Five of Wands reverse. It feels like they're trying to make peace with you in some capacity. But the Emperor reverse is like somebody who's not really taking responsibility or taking charge. They can seem a little hesitant, but they're being a little bit more flirty or just kind of playful. There's some level of attraction there, but they're like waiting on something. It feels like they're waiting on something. Like they're waiting on a truth, or they're waiting to tell you a truth, or but it feels like they're waiting on a truth about you or something like that. A time for healing. And Capricorn. So maybe see where you have Capricorn in your natal chart, and that can kind of give you an idea of like maybe what you need to heal or how you need to heal, or something like that. This can also be in regards to your reputation. Capricorn can be about reputation or your career, or something in regards to your public standing. Maybe something about that needs to be healed. Maybe there's like a lack of confidence to go after what you want, or something like that. So something around like Capricorn themes. So that is what I have for you. All right, let's do these super chat questions. All righty. Okay, let's do this. Okay. All right, so maybe I should pee. Maybe I should take like a 5-second break. Just to kind of recharge here. Oh my God. I love you guys. Ugh. I gotta pee. I kind of want a snack. Yes, take a break. I know, I just need to like, ugh. The Taurus cheated and abused me, and I stayed quiet after I left. He lied on me. Can I be honest? I feel like insurance should cover breakups. Like health insurance. I feel like it should cover breakups. And I feel like cheating should be illegal. I don't give a fuck if you're not married. Like, I feel like cheating should be illegal, hands down. It's so traumatizing. It is literally so traumatizing. Like, I will never cheat on my partner. I don't care. That shit is so traumatizing. It is so awful to do to somebody. Why would you do that? I'm not saying people can't make mistakes, but like, it should be fucking illegal. Like, you should be arrested if you cheat on somebody. Like, if you are caught, you're done. 8:19 p.m. please. It's almost my bedtime because I'm obviously 80 years old. Oh my God, I love this song. I love this. I love this music so much. I haven't listened to this playlist in a while. I want to see Billie Eilish in concert so bad. Just once. I just need it one time. Just once. Just to get it out of my system. Whatever happened to Kings of Leon? Do you guys remember them? Thanks, Enigma. Yes, and it goes on your permanent record. Absolutely. Love that. Literally love that. You know, and then like when you meet somebody, you're like, "Can I see your cheating record?" You know? Like let me see your cheating record. Let's see it. Oh my God, I love this smell. Use somebody. I love Closer by Kings of Leon. Oh my God. Fuck me running. I love that song. This smells so freaking good. Oh my God, I could bathe in this. It smells so good. It's lemon pound cake. Lemon pound cake. Oh my God, it smells so good. I'm just teasing. It smells so good though. I'm going to jail, bitch. I'm done. I shouldn't even have social media. Great idea. I agree. You're younger than me. Wait, what? Okay, I'll get to these super chats in a second, guys. Just let me fucking wooze off for a minute. That shit takes a lot of my energy. You know what I mean? I need a new matching sets. I need like a new like do you guys wear matching sets to the gym? I'm like so sick of my Gymshark black leggings that I wear all the freaking time, or my Viore. I want like cutesy. I want like whimsical. I want like pink. I want like powder blue, baby blue. Like I want whimsy, you know? But I want to look good. Like I need bras, like sports bras that have some hold to them. I feel like every time I wear a sports bra from somewhere, it's like I have like all this side boob going on. It's like they're just, they're trying to make an appearance. I need not that. I need somebody to give me suggestions for sets. I have blue polka dotted. I don't know if I could do the blue polka dotted. I don't think that that would look good on me. You know, I don't think I could pull that off. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it would look good on me. Like the polka dots. That's cute, but not for me. I have like tattoos and maybe I look a little blondie feminine, but like I have black nails and like tattoos and like a little bit of an edge, so I need that I need the balance. Because I'm not like other girls. I'm just joking. I hate it when people say that. I'm just kidding. All I've ever wanted to be like was other girls. I love other girls. You said you were ancient, your bedtime. I am gross. I will literally go to bed at 10 o'clock. It's so embarrassing. I'll go to bed at 10 o'clock. Which, by the way, after reading the most sluttiest, smuttiest literature you could ever get your hands on. Okay. Oh my God. I have no tattoos and I'm short, so polka dots work. Yeah, no, I don't think that that would work well for me. I don't think that would look good. Okay, yeah. All right, let me just get this over with. All right, super chats, because I need to do this. I'm just putting it off at this point. What is this? What is going on? Hello? What is that? Where is that coming from? Okay, great. Okay. Right. Oh no. Is it cutting out? Is this cutting out? Am I frozen? No, it's fine. Okay, let me freaking get through these. Okay, number 3. Hold on. I'm looking at your chart. Okay. Well, I mean, you do have a Venus in Taurus, which is really nice. Okay. At least your Venus is not debilitated. It's not like you don't have anything to work with. But I do understand that your moon is in fall. I can understand that. That can be difficult. Me and you are opposites. I have my Venus in fall, but my moon exalted. You have your moon in fall, but you have your Venus in domicile. That's kind of interesting. So let's see what the cards say here. All right. The Emperor. You're more powerful than you think. I mean, you're a Gemini rising and you have your ruler, Mercury, in Aries. And I feel like you need to give yourself a little bit more credit. This is about somebody who needs to become empowered, needs to know their own power. And I think that the only way you can really know your own power is when you're faced with challenges. And sometimes it's going to need conscious decision making. Sometimes you have to actively tell yourself no. Sometimes you have to stop yourself while you're ahead and you have to ask yourself, does this empower me or does this disempower me? Is this going to be for my betterment or is this going to drag me down to hell? And you have to change the cycle and you have to change the pattern, which is really, really difficult, especially if it's been something that you've been doing for a really long time. So it's about knowing the pattern, understanding the pattern, processing it, and then taking a look at it and being like, think about it in your daily habits and your daily decisions, right? Like this is just a simple example. Maybe you self-sabotage a lot and you don't really get anything done because you have trained yourself to, as soon as you wake up, be on your phone for 3 hours. When you wake up, you have to stop. You have to make a conscious decision. You have to say, do I want to be that person anymore? Do I want to make time for other things? Okay, I'm not going to go on my phone as soon as I wake up, right? So it's like a conscious decision that you're needing to make on a day-to-day basis regarding love. If there's a red flag and you know what it is and you recognize it because you've seen it a million times, don't gloss over it. You know, empower yourself. Yeah, look, Devil reversed, Seven of Cups reversed. It's asking you to be realistic about things. Page of Cups reversed. You need, so this is gonna be hard to hear, okay? And like this is something that I've had to go through as well, especially like looking at my past and things like that and just being like, God, I was such a fucking mess, you know? There may be moments that you have where you feel sorry for yourself, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. I understand that feeling, but try to change it from feeling sorry for yourself or feeling like a victim and transmuting it into having compassion for yourself. Does that make sense? Because it's coming from a more empowering place. And so I feel like with that emperor there, I feel like that's how you're going to do it. But I also think because you have the high priestess reverse and the chariot reverse, doing things like ignoring your intuition because you want to force something, ignoring what your internal dialogue is trying to hint at you, is only going to create more resistance. You know, or especially if you do something like you listen to everybody else above, you know, what your internal guidance is actually trying to tell you to do, can really set you back also. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. There may also be an issue where you overgive or overserve because you feel like that's where your value lies. You may have found in your childhood or maybe in your young adult life or even now that love had to be viciously earned, where you found yourself very depleted in relationships. Hold on, I have to change this song because it is just not the vibe. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Um, Eight of Swords. You keep yourself stuck by doing that. You know, it can be like caring too much about what other people think, over giving, over serving, things like that. That's keeping you stuck. Don't let pride get in your way. And fire. So there may be an issue around pride here, but I also feel like there may be an issue in confidence. Like, you know, maybe you're somebody who tends to take less than you deserve because of a lack of confidence. It's like you have to do the things that make you feel confident. And usually that's doing the things that scare the shit out of you, that doing the thing when you're scared. Does that make sense? Overcoming things. Like I know when I got sober, for instance, and I cleaned up my life and I stopped smoking and I told my ex to fuck off and all of these things, like these things enhanced my confidence because I was choosing me. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to choose you over others. You have to choose yourself and your future over your past patterns. I hope that makes sense. I'm 61, she's 22. We are both Libras. Damn. I'm all for an age gap. That's serious. I have never in my motherfucking life heard of such an age gap. Oh my God. You know what? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who am I? All right. We have number 4. Okay. Let's see here. Damn, it's starting to rain. I'm getting scared. All right, let's go ahead and see your next move in regards to your career. The Six of Pentacles reversed. If I'm being honest, you may start to feel like you're being taken advantage of, or you may be having a hard time feeling like you're valued in a situation. And with that Hermit reverse, it can't just simply be that you're kind of overthinking it a little bit, but I do see maybe a conversation that you could be having around what you want, versus what you don't, quite frankly. So if you already have a job or you're in some kind of career, there may be a discussion that's kind of coming up around what you deserve. Like it may be something that you've been hiding for a while, or maybe it's just that you don't really find value in what you're doing now. And so I see you taking some level of action to try to kind of figure that out and figure out what works best for you. Give me, what are we doing with that Knight of Swords? The Ace of Cups reverse. Yeah, it just kind of feels like something's a bit draining to you and you may be trying to figure out how to get through that or ask for a raise or something to that effect. Can I get advice on that? The Page of Swords. I would keep your options open. I would keep your mind open. I definitely wouldn't like box yourself in. Okay? Like, don't box yourself into like one idea or one career or one thing. Like, maybe it can be multiple streams. Like, the Page of Swords is Gemini. Gemini can be about options, decisions, keeping your options open in one way or another. It's mutable. So it's kind of like going with the flow. Okay, what energy is surrounding your romantic life in the next few months? The Ace of Wands can be a brand new beginning. If you're already in a relationship, it can be a brand new level of intimacy or action that's being taken within the dynamic, or it can be something brand new. Ace of Wands to the 10 of Wands. So I kind of feel like you're starting something new within a dynamic, or you're starting a new connection, and then it actually ends up being something, but it may feel a little bit heavy for some reason. Like you may find that there's some level of commitment or a hell of a lot of effort coming from another person or something to that effect. Oof. What's that Three of Cups reversed? Or why is it here? The High Priestess. How would the client feel about the Three of Cups reversed? The Tower reversed. So, I mean, something can start, but things might get a little bit heavy because maybe somebody was, ends up hiding another person, or maybe some kind of drama ensues about a secret, or, maybe somebody was lying by omission, or they weren't telling the full truth. And it seems like you're kind of a little bit of a stick in the mud about it. Like you're having a hard time letting go of said secret or said issue, if I'm being 1000%. But I feel like you might get laid, so that's good. A personal issue reaches a resolution, and you have Jupiter. So I would definitely pay attention to like home and family life, your emotional life, things that are going on there. There may be some kind of wisdom that needs to be acquired, especially when it comes to emotional intelligence and allowing yourself to open yourself up to your emotions and receiving that as well from others. All right, thank you, number 4. All right, number 5. Shuffle. What may you have to be aware of? Let's see. What should she be aware of when it comes to work? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Why? The Seven of Cups. In my humble opinion, I feel like things are either a little shady or a little confusing, especially regarding something that you feel like isn't really moving forward. Or it can also be that people are kind of nitpicking you a little bit. Or again, things are just really moving slow because a lot of shit is basically in the air. And it's just confusing. That's what it looks like to me. The Three of Wands, if I'm going to be honest, you may be like deciding to pivot a little bit, or let's see, you may end up traveling for work maybe. Page of Pentacles reverse. I don't know, man. I don't feel like you're feeling it. If I'm going to be honest, you may start to like think about, okay, well, what are my options here in regards to career and finance? Like, is there something else that I can do? But you may be putting it off a little bit for whatever reason. Like you may be putting something off. Because I don't think you're feeling it. It seems like something's moving really slow, or it's just not working out in the way that you want it to. It feels confusing. Advice for this? The Seven of Wands. I wouldn't be insecure. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but you may be feeling insecure, like you can't match up to somebody, or you can't compete, or you may feel challenged by other people because of some level of success that you may end up having or that you do have. It's asking you to maintain it and to stand on business, basically. Okay, so don't let anybody push you around. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, now we have number 6. All right, number 6. Let's see the Scorpio's feelings towards my number 6, please. First, actually show me his energy towards her. Just 2 cards. What is his energy towards her? The 3 of Pentacles. Whoops. Crap. Sorry, too many came out. We have to start that over. The Death reversed. And the Emperor. There's something that he's not letting go of when it comes to the 2 of you. Maybe it's a problem, maybe it's the relationship within itself, but with that Emperor there, it's like he's trying to take responsibility and be a man. Whether he's actually doing that or not, that's just kind of his energy. So I don't know if he's trying to take care of you. I don't know if he's trying to put some kind of petty feelings aside and take care of other fish he's got to fry, basically, but that's kind of prevalent there in his energy. What's his feelings for her? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay. It seems like he's kind of doing his own thing, or like being very independent minded. I mean, the 9s are very independent, as is the Emperor, because it's Aries. He seems to be very focused on his priorities. Like whatever his priorities and responsibilities are, that's what he's very focused on. And I mean, he may be trying to prioritize you, but if anything, he's just kind of putting himself first. The 6 of Swords reversed. What's that 6 of Swords reversed about? He may be going back and forth regarding some kind of decision from the past, especially if he feels like something isn't really working out between the 2 of you. It's like he keeps going back to an old problem in his mind. Like he keeps going back and forth about it. So he's more so focused on himself and focusing on his priorities while still, why did I say priorities? The fuck? But he's still focused on some kind of issue that is essentially not working out between the 2 of you. Maybe it's an argument, maybe it's something else. He just feels like something didn't go his way. What are his intentions towards the number 6? The number 6. Towards number 6. What are his intentions? The Lovers. So he does want you. Whoops. He does want you. There are feelings here. It's not like they're completely... He may feel like something needs to be reworked because he does love you, or he has strong feelings, right? And he understands that he also has to make a choice. But it keeps showing me with that Death reverse, the 6 of Swords reverse, the 8 of Cups reverse, there's past problems that need to be worked out. There's something that needs to be realigned, rediscussed, something. And we're going to see that a lot with all these, retrogrades that we're having anyway. What are his actions towards her within the next 2 months? What are his actions towards her in the next couple months, please? 8 of Swords. The King of Cups. So there's love here. He just may not be like very vocal about it. He seems to be stuck in his head about things. Prosperity lies ahead and mutable. So there is potential here, or there's something that can be grounded in reality, but it's asking you to surrender. It's asking you to kind of let go of the wheel a little bit and try to remain fluid. Like go with the flow. Okay. All right, number 7. Okay. I cannot listen to this Boston Peace of Mind right now. This is too fucking hype. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see the Capricorn's next actions towards number 7 until September, from now until September, please. Two of Wands reversed. Jesus Christ. Okay, give me another one. Two of Wands reversed. The Star. He's definitely thinking about his future. He's having a hard time deciding, though, why the Two of Wands reversed. The Page of Swords reversed. He feels like there's missing information. You know, he may be kind of like thinking about things a little bit immaturely. He may be having a hard time coming out of his comfort zone, making proper plans like a man, you know, making the decisions that he needs to make. But there's still a future here, he feels. And I think he still has hope. But he's also not pressing the matter. He's not like pushing it from what I can see. Because that Wheel of Fortune is like, okay, I'm just going to let things kind of move forward as they may without feeling like I need to force something or like force something to happen. The World. There can be like a distance issue at some point, whether physical or otherwise. So something is coming together. Okay. Without that World and that Judgment shows me that there is some kind of resolution due to some level of accountability and reconciliation. And it's a level of maturity. It's mature decision making. So I think that this will come back together. It's just going to take a little bit of time. We have adjustments are required and cardinal. What adjustments? The Ten of Wands reverse. Like, if you're the one that's pulling all of the weight all the time or making things hard on yourself for whatever reason, stop. Like, if there's anything that I would want to be to a man, it's useless. Because at least then you know they actually love you. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and be useless, babe, you know? And of course, like within reason, right? But it's basically saying, like, be brave enough to allow this person to take on some of the heat, okay? Or take on some of the burden, especially if you've been overworking this or whatever the case may be. Okay. Yep, I did Gemini. Yes, I did. I did do Gemini. Shit. Lori, can you double check that Gemini's there? I hope it like something didn't get messed up because of the freaking thing. I don't want to have to do Gemini again. Oh my God, I love that rain. Okay. All right, number 8. Okay, let's see. Let's get some insight on what you can expect from this person for this coming month. Show me this person's energy towards number 8. Temperance. The 7 of Cups. The Page of Pentacles reversed. They're kind of just like a little content with where they're at. They're very patient. They could be exploring their options, or they're not really sure if they want to offer something towards you. Why is that? The Tower reverse could be because they're hanging on to something from the past, or they may also feel like something huge would change if they were to give this an opportunity. I don't think that they're totally against it, though, if I'm going to be honest. Like, that World there shows some level of maturity. What's going on with that World there? The Empress. So this person may end up trying to solidify something with you or take something to the next level because they find you attractive, they find you gorgeous, they find you creative and feminine and nurturing and all of these things. So it's like this person is trying to kind of like explore that idea. But with that Page of Pentacles reverse, it could take them a while. Like, they may kind of delay it for a little bit because they're just not sure, but it does feel like they end up solidifying something. Why the Page of Pentacles reversed? The Queen of Cups. This person may be delaying something with you because, they may be, fuck. Please don't give out on me. They may be delaying something because they feel like you want more than they have to offer. Because they may feel like you want like true love and all of these things, or it can also be if they are exploring their options, a feminine can be kind of an issue there, delaying something. What can she do? Advice on how she can use this Mercury retrograde to her advantage regarding this person. The Hermit. It's asking you to go within. Don't seek validation from this person. Like, don't look for it outside of yourself. Don't do that. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. It's also asking you to look at past patterns about you and who you are on an individual level, especially when it comes to maybe needing validation or just understanding yourself a little bit better for some reason, and not avoiding you know, whatever those patterns may be, and certainly not trying to force something. It's asking you not to force something, because you may kind of start to doubt yourself a little bit and like question yourself, and then like it could end up backfiring. Okay, so you know, play it cool, you know what I'm saying? Do the work. Your dreams need a practical plan. House 2. So this is double Taurus energy. Build from the ground up. Focus on your talents. Focus on your self-worth, your self-value, your security in all aspects. That's what it's asking you to focus on. It needs you to be grounded. Okay? Go put your feet in the grass or feet in the sand or something. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. There's no Gemini. Oh my God. Gemini really got erased? Does that mean Cancer got erased too? There's really no Gemini? Oh my God. You have got to be fucking kidding me. So I have to do Gemini again. Okay, great. Love that for me. Cancer is there, just Gemini. Gemini is the only one. Okay, of course. And no super chat question number 1. You have got to be fucking kidding me. All right, well, I guess I have to do Gemini now. Okay. Oh, I will, Nicole. Absolutely. Oh, I'm so mad. Fuck me. Sorry, excuse my language. Okay. I mean, are you joking? Really, Gemini? Okay. All right, I'll do it. Okay, Gemini. Here we go for a second time. Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. It's just a stupid internet. All right, show me this person's energy towards Gemini. Reverse the, Oh, thank you, Kathy. Show me, this person's energy towards Gemini. The Empress. This person is showing up as very feminine. So if you're a feminine, this may be reversed. Very feminine, knowing their worth. Trying to nurture the connection, I think. Six of Swords. Okay. This may be somebody very attractive or that you're very attracted to. The Justice. Wow, okay. The Empress, the Six of Swords, and the Justice. So the way that this person is showing up is very much in their feminine energy, very open to receiving. They're not chasing you down or anything like that. It seems like they're either moving on or they may be trying to resolve some kind of issue with you. There can be like a legal issue here for a very small few of you, but to me it just feels like this person is trying to make the right decision and like do the right thing. Tell me about that, Justice. The Knight of Wands reversed. They could have felt like a little chaotic recently, and so this week it feels like they're just trying to make logical decisions as opposed to, you know, fucking crazy ones, right? Or whatever. Especially if they've been kind of like a chicken with their head cut off a little bit, or if you've been a little inconsistent or there's no action really being taken, it just feels like they're just trying to do the right thing and like move on or resolve an issue with you. What's this person's intentions towards Gemini? The moon. Okay. The lovers. Feels like they're keeping their cards close to their chest a little bit. The Six of Wands. Why is the moon here? The Knight of Swords reverse. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like they're acting. Like they're acting on it. It feels more like they are trying to go with the flow of things. Like this person loves you or they have very strong feelings at the least. Like the lovers is there. So it tells me that there are feelings and they're honoring those feelings and they're giving attention to those feelings, or at least that is their intention, is to give attention to the feelings. But there's also a lot of fears about what? The Six of Cups. A lot of nostalgia is happening, and that's going to happen with Mercury retrograde in Cancer anyway. So there's a lot of nostalgia, but it doesn't, I don't know if they're really doing anything about it per se. What are we doing with that Six of Wands? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. They're either trying to show you, or they want to show you, or get your attention. But it doesn't feel like they're trying to chase you down about it. Okay, let's just see this person's actions towards Gemini. The Magician reversed. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Oof. And the Three of Pentacles. Why the Magician reversed? The Three of Swords. Oh. What's going on with the Three of Pentacles? The Temperance. Okay. It seems like they're just trying to be peaceful with you, but they feel like there's some kind of missed opportunity, and they feel like something that they really wanted with you isn't really coming into fruition, and it seems like they're heartbroken about it, but they're just like being peaceful. Like it seems like this person is just trying to do right by you and like either resolve something or just simply move on without like chasing you down or something like that. What does this person want with Gemini? The Page of Pentacles. So they want something. Like they want something, but they want it to be grounded. I don't know. A fiery climax approaches. Uh-oh. And then air. Okay. There may be some kind of abrupt conversation that maybe comes out of nowhere that is asking you to be open-minded. Maybe. Ugh, tell me about that fiery climax. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. Things could really get very emotionally intense. And the Devil. There's something that's like a very strong attachment here with the Devil and the Queen of Cups, or like, so something, it feels like something kind of blows up a little bit in a conversation. The conversation is about the Fool. So it's about like taking action, taking on a new adventure, basically. So that's what I have for you. Okay, I'm gonna get the out of here. I love you guys, and I hope that you have a good one. Thanks for sticking around. And Lori, thank you. Complexity, thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.